Welcome to my class of operating system. Today we will learn about Unix system security. Unix security refers to the means of securing a Unix. A secure environment is achieved not only by the design concept of these operating system but also through vigilant use and administrative groups. Unix system security. Unix system security can be divided into three main areas of concern. Two of these areas are account security and network security are primarily concerned with keeping unauthorized users from gaining access to the system. The third area, file system security, is concerned with preventing unauthorized access either by legitimate users or crackers to the data stored in the system. Physical security. Often the subject of internal security is overlooked. However, often it is fairly easy for someone to get access to systems they are not supposed to have access by simply walking up to a valid user desk. This can be cleaning staff or a distinguished employee making a visit. This is the easiest type of security to implement and should definitely be included in any security plan. Securing any computer system involves many steps. Knowing how the system must be attacked, knowing how to protect against these attacks, monitoring the system, teaching users how to be safe and getting them to work together, knowing what to do when the user detects that there is a intrusion. Console security. Machines and consoles need to be secure. A person can simply turn off a computer if one has access to it. If they have access to the console, they can often interrupt the boot process to get access to the root prompt. If this doesn't work, they can keep guessing the root password in hope of compromising the system. For these reasons and more, the computers and associated console should be kept in a secure room. A limited number of people should have access to this room. Of course, within a limited number of keys, some places actually have security guards let people into the computer room for guaranteed secured access. If your data is sensitive, be certain to verify that there are no alternative methods for getting into the room. This includes hidden spare keys in an unsecured place, gaps in the raised floor that go past and locked access point, and space above the ceilings. Data security. Companies that value their data need a detailed backup recovery scheme. This includes on-site backup for at least amounts of downtime. A copy of this data off-site, a copy of this data must be kept. To gain access to backup types and sensitive printout, backup tapes sent off-site should be in locked container. Old sensitive printouts and tapes should be destroyed. To protect against computer damage from power outrage, be certain to have your computer on a UPS. This protect consistent power projects against outrage, as well as protects the computer from power spikes. Ideally, there should be a backup generator for introduction system. For instance, for non-production system, there should be a automatic way to shut down the computer if the power has switched switched to the UPS for more time than the UPS supply is rated to supply. Unix network security. Once you put a computer on a network, you allow many persons potential access to your machine. Without network, often a machine is not useful. The key to network machinery is to allow only those functions that the user actually need. Make those services as possible. By disabling non-used functions, you have much less monitoring or securing. Telnet security. Convince your user to use SSH secured shell. SSH provide encrypted traffic to prevent snooping. If you must use Telnet, list close down which IPs you accept Telnet and turn off root login. FTP security. As without services, if you don't need this functionality, turn it off. You can turn off incoming FTP or simple certain users. If you need full FTP functionality, be certain to enable logging, and standard FTP is known to be a security hazard as it sends password in clear text. Since you only want valid users use FTP, make sure you have /etc/ft process including all system accounts. If there are other users who don't need FTP, also place them in this file. Only allows the user that actually needs them. Give them the least amount of access possible. Do not allow writable directions unless absolutely necessary. If writable directions are needed, sometimes write-only direction can be utilized. Modern security. Having modems locked up to one central point makes security easier. All modems should have additional dial-up password for additional security. To do this, set up slash etc slash d password and see d password man page. Once you are finished, verify that passwords are not guessable by using crack. As usual, use one password per user. Be certain to disable the account when the users no longer needs access. All dial-ups modem should log users out upon disconnect. Unix account security. If your account are not secure, then your other steps won't help much. There is general password security as well as special days to take for each type of security. You want to make sure all accounts have a non-guessable password. To ensure that the passwords are not guessable, use crack on a regular basis. In addition, by certain that passwords are changed from time to time. Use one-time password such as Sky. Account should be disabled when there are severe bad logins in a row. Be certain that passwords are not written. Often perform use their license plate numbers or children's name. Unfortunately, these are easy to guess password. Also, the use password is their favorite hobby. Have you passed dictionary including checking this password? Passwords. The password is a more vital part of Unix account security. If a cracker can discover a Unix password, he can then log into the system and operate with all the capabilities of the user. If the password obtained is that of the super user, the problem is more serious. The cracker will have read and write access to every file on the system. For this system, choosing secure password is external. Unix password should be no longer, that is more than 6 characters at least. However, if the user insists that a shorter password be used by entering it 3 times, the program will allow it. No checks for obviously insecure password are performed. Thus, it is incumbent upon the system administrator to ensure that the password in use on the system are secure. Securing password. It is necessary to understand how to secure password. Be certain that password are not written down. Often people will use their license plate number or children's name. Unfortunately, these are easy to guess password. Also, they will use password from their favorite hobby. Have your password dictionary including checking and passwords. Having no metric file strengthening security The object when choosing a password is to make it as difficult as possible for a cracker to make educated guesses about what you have chosen. This leaves him no alternative but a brute force search, trying every possible combination of letters and numbers and punctuations. A search of this sort, even conducted on machine that could try 1 million passwords per second, most machines can try less than 100 per second, would require on the average over 100 years to complete. With this as our goal, and by using the intrusion in the present text, a set of guidelines for password selections can be done. Password policies. Although asking users to select secure password will help improve securing security, by itself it is not enough. It is also important to form a set password policy that all users must obey in order to keep the password secure. First and foremost, it is important to impress a user that need to keep their password in their minds only. Password should never be written down on desk blotters, calendars and the like. Furthermore, storing password in file on the computer must be prohibited. In either case, by writing the user security, the security of user's account is totally dependent on security of paper or file, which is usually less than the security affected by the password encryption software. A second major policy is that the user must never give out their password to others. Many times, a user feels that it is easier to give someone else's password in order to copy a file rather than to set up their permission on the file so that it can be copied. Unfortunately, by giving out the password to another, the user is placing his trust and this other person not to distribute password further, writes it down, and so on. Finally, it is important to establish a policy that users must change their passwords, but user may change their password. However, there are ways to implement this policy either by hosting or should be printed and distributed to all other current users of the system. It should also be given to all new users. It should be also be given to all new users when they receive their accounts. The policy usually carries more weight. Thank you for watching.